Home is where the heart is. Except if you're stuck living with these people. Hi, I'm Emily from MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 evil stepfamilies in movies.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at evil stepfamilies or family members who have made it their mission to make lives miserable.
Number 10. Derek Hough, Stepbrothers.
Dale, actually, I have the opposite of a problem. I made over $550K last year. How much did you make?
When you marry into the family, you get the whole package. Derek is the epitome of the douchey younger brother whose pride and joy is, well, himself. A narcissistic perfectionist who isn't scared to remind everyone else that they're not as great as he is, Derek ruthlessly bullies both his own family and his stepbrother.
See these? See these boys? This is what I live with. Every day I lather this up with Kiehl's in the shower.
Flexing his muscles and business prowess every chance he gets, Derek might not be as evil as some of the other members on our list, but his cocky I'm better than you attitude and brutal insults still make him a step-sibling from hell.
Okay, I'm gonna save it with the solo.
Bow, bow, I'm Derek, and I can sing high like this, and I can sing high.
Number 9. Beverly Parrish, Tommy Boy.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
This evil stepmother and her son put the fun in dysfunctional. Posing as the well-to-do fiancé of Tommy's father, Big Tom, Beverly soon reveals that she's got some tricks up her sleeve and isn't quite who she says she is.
Tommy, it sounds funny saying this, but my son is going to be your new brother.
Brother?
After Big Tom passes away, she wastes no time in attempting to sell what remains of the company in order to make some fast cash. Eventually revealing her true colors and the fact that she and Paul are most definitely not mother and son, Beverly almost managed to pull off her elaborate heist, and might have actually done it if it wasn't for that meddling kid.
Bad mommy.
Don't call me that, it's creepy.
Number 8. The Stepfather, The Stepfather.
All we need is a little order around here. Order!
Watch out, kids. Daddy's home. With a nasty habit of marrying into families only to eventually snap and kill them off, it's safe to say that Jerry is the stepfather of nightmares. Starting out with seemingly good intentions, Jerry's behavior towards his stepdaughter in particular slowly morphs into something more sinister and at times downright creepy.
Who are you? How'd you get onto me?
As the family's suspicions grow and tensions begin to rise, the audience can only hold their breath while waiting for Jerry to reveal his dark side. When he does, watching the serial killer stepdad terrorize his family is enough to make us think twice about the next friendly stranger we come across.
Hodgkins, what's to get wrong?
What did you say?
Huh? Wait a minute. Who am I here?
Number 7. Katherine Murtoy, Cruel Intentions.
Now tell me, are you in or are you out?
Sharing a weird pseudo-incestual relationship with her stepbrother Sebastian, Katherine is a girl who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to manipulate in order to get it. After placing a bet with Sebastian and promising to sleep with him if she loses, Katherine puts all of her seductive prowess to the test.
That feels good.
Bent on revenge and taking joy in others' suffering, she uses her sex appeal and social standing to twist scenarios to her advantage. Unfortunately for Katherine, karma isn't far behind, and in the end, she gets exactly what she deserves.
You're just a toy, Sebastian. A little toy I like to play with.
Number 6. Captain Vidal, Pan's Labyrinth.
No me importa lo que necesite o lo que cueste.
Arguably a scarier character than the monsters within the labyrinth, Captain Vidal is sadistic, ruthless, and devoid of pretty much any emotion for the majority of the film. Callous even to his pregnant wife as she struggles to give birth to their son, Vidal is the textbook definition of a sociopath.
No, hubiera podido obedecerme.
Murdering both innocent civilians and his own henchmen without so much as batting an eye, Vidal is a merciless killer and terrible stepfather. Forget the pale man, we're scared of the captain.
Lástima.
Number 5. Unju, A Tale of Two Sisters.
내 음식도 만들면서 니들 오기만 기다리고 있었는데 어쩜 니들 오자마자 이럴 수가 있니? 뭐 했어? 어?
놀다 온 거야?
Even if she ended up being just a figment of her stepdaughter's imagination, Eunju's sadistic abuse and creepy behavior still managed to give us some pretty serious nightmares.
너 도대체 왜 내려온 거니?
Aside from the physical cruelty of locking her stepdaughters in closets and throwing them into sacks, Eunju's icy and impassive body language give off zero hint of any motherly love. In the explosive finale of the movie where the real Eunju comes out to play, she seems to be a little kinder, but it's too little and far too late. Number 4. Esther, orphan.
If you walk away now, it'll starve to death. Is that what you want?
Not every malicious new member of the family is a parent. After impressing the Colemans with her intelligence and articulate speech, Esther is welcomed into the Coleman family and seems to be just a regular sweet little girl. That is, of course, until she starts smashing birds to death and murdering nuns, threatening each member of the family she sees as an obstacle to her ultimate goal of seducing her father. Ugh. Esther is crazy with a capital C.
I really love you.
Eventually revealing she's actually an adult, this stepdaughter gave us a serious case of the heebie-jeebies. Nobody was tipped off by her creepy little girl outfit. Nope, just us.
I think there could be something wrong with Esther.
Number 3. Loki, Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And then he'll wake just long enough to see his good work. And when he screams, I'll split his skull.
Talk about a troubled family dynamic. After finding out that he's not an Asgardian after all, Loki takes the news of his adoption a little harshly. As in, he decides that it's probably good to destroy a planet or two, work with a destructive alien race, and attempt to kill off his family members on more than one occasion.
Because no matter how much you claim to love me, you're gonna have a frost giant sitting on the throne of Asgard.
Though Loki seems to flit back and forth between the vengeful wayward son and a man who just wants to make his father proud, it's hard to look past the pretty heinous acts of violence and mayhem he's committed. It's safe to say his allowance has been cut off at this point. Number 2. Evil Queen Grimhilda, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
And there, my faithful huntsman, you will kill her.
Ruled by jealousy and a burning desire to be the fairest of them all, the Evil Queen is one of the most infamous Disney villains of all time. After discovering that the only woman fairer than she is her stepdaughter Snow White, the Queen becomes obsessed with trying to kill her off. When the huntsman is unable to kill Snow White, the Queen takes matters into her own hands and poisons her with an apple. Though she eventually met her demise, as villains tend to do in fairy tales, the Evil Queen's icy hatred of her stepdaughter and incessant quest for beauty is unforgettable.
All alone, my pet?
Why, yes, I am, but...
The little men are not here?
No, they're not.
Man, I never realized how many movies used this trope before. There is one evil stepfamily I think can beat the Evil Queen, though. Sit tight through these honorable mentions and be very glad Biff Tannen isn't your adoptive dad.
Third time's a charm.
Hello, worthless. Miss me?
Shh, trust me, pet. Mother knows best.
Number 1. Lady Tremaine and the Stepsisters, Cinderella.
Oh, Mother! You did it. You did it on purpose.
Also portrayed in A Cinderella Story and Ever After, this batch of beastly relatives is downright nasty. After the death of Cinderella's father, her stepmother and sisters swoop in to make the poor girl's life a living hell. Barking orders and practically turning her into a slave, Lady Tremaine and her biological daughters have it out for the future princess.
Oh yes, and the tapestries, and the draperies.
But I just finished...
Do them again!
Blessed with absolutely no talent or good looks of their own, the stepsisters relish in treating Cinderella with sadistic cruelty. Going so far as to rip apart her dress for the ball, this family takes the cake as the worst possible relatives you could end up with. Thankfully, none of them got a happy ending.
Girls. That's quite enough. Hurry along now.
You can't really top the savagery that's Cinderella's stepfamily. They tore up her mother's dress. It's ridiculous. It's unforgivable. Anyway, check out this other great MsMojo video, hit that like button, and subscribe to MsMojo.